Good afternoon, students. Now, continuation. Next topic is the second order linear homogeneous recurrence relation with constant coefficients. Right? A recurrence relation is of the form C naught into A1 plus C1 into AN minus 1 plus C2 into AN minus 2 plus so on CK into AN minus K is equal to F of N, where n greater than or equal to k, n greater than or equal to 0, and k is a positive real integer, and the coefficients of c naught, c1, c2 and so on ck are constant coefficients, no, where c naught and ck are not equal to 0, then the recurrence relation is said to be a linear recurrence relation of order k. Remember, these are the restrictions. C naught and Ck are not equal to 0. Then the recurrence relation is said to be a linear recurrence relation of order k. And if these coefficients are constants, then that is said to be a linear recurrence relation with constant coefficients. Right? If f of n is equal to 0, that means that the right hand side function is equal to 0, then the linear recurrence relation is said to be a homogeneous recurrence relation. See, when f of n is equal to 0, the linear recurrence relation is called homogeneous. Right? Now here we are going to study the second order linear recurrence homogeneous relations. Now second order means up when k is equal to 2, c naught into a1 plus c1 into an minus 1 plus c2 into a suffix n minus 2 is equal to 0, where n greater than or equal to 2 is called a linear homogeneous recurrence relation with constant coefficients of order 2. Right? Now we are going to study the nature of second order linear recurrence relation with constant coefficients. Of course, those are homogeneous recurrence relations only. Now see, this is the general linear recurrence relation of order 2. C naught into a1 plus c1 into a minus 1 plus c2 into an minus 2 is equal to 0, where n greater than or equal to 2. Now let us an is equal to c into r power n be the solution of the given equation, or it is the value of the given equation. Right? Now we are assuming let an is equal to c into r power n is the solution of the given equation. If it is a solution, if you replace an by c into r power n, then the equation reduces to an identity, or in other words, this value satisfies the given equation. Now we are substituting an is equal to c into r power n in this equation. If we know an is equal to c into r power n, what is a suffix n minus 1? Simply n is replaced by n minus 1. A suffix n minus 1 value is equal to c into r power n minus 1. Similarly, a suffix n minus 2 value is equal to c into r power n minus 2, where c is not equal to 0 and r is not equal to 0. This is our assumption. Now we are substituting that value in the given equation. Right? C naught into that an is c into r power n plus c1 into c into r power n minus 1 plus c2 into c into r power n minus 2 is equal to 0. Now we are taking c and r power n as constants. You will get here c naught, here r power n into r power n minus 1, r power minus 1. Now that one r power minus 1 can be written as 1 by r. Now in the third term, r power n minus 2 can be written as r power n into r power minus 2. Right? R power minus 2 can be written as 1 by r square. Right? Here c into r power n is into this expression. Because this expression is not equal to 0, we know that c is not equal to 0, r not equal to 0, therefore this product is not equal to 0. Therefore this must be equal to 0. c naught r square plus c1 r plus c2 is equal to 0. Right. Now then c naught r square plus c1 r plus c2 is equal to 0. Now this one is called characteristic equation of the given recurrence relation. Right? C naught r square plus c1 r plus c2 is equal to 0 is the characteristic equation of the given recurrence relation. Of course, it is a quadratic equation in R. See, R square, R and constant term. Right, this is a quadratic equation in R. Therefore, every quadratic equation has two roots. Let the roots be R1 and R2. Because it is a quadratic equation in R, it has two roots. Let the roots be R1 and R2. Now we have to analyze the roots. Right, the roots may be real and equal, the roots may be real and unequal, the roots may be imaginary, or you can say complex conjugates. Right, now we are going to find the nature of the roots. Right, now the first case, if the roots are real and distinct that means distinct real roots, that means the roots are real numbers and not equal. Now solve the recurrence relation an plus an minus 1 minus 6 into an minus 2 is equal to 0, where n greater or equal to 0 with the initial conditions a0 is equal to minus 1, a1 is equal to 8. Those are the initial conditions. We know what do you mean by initial condition, right? Now we wrote given recurrence relation is an plus an minus 1 minus 6 into an minus 2 is equal to 0. You call that equation number 1, and the given data is a0 is equal to minus 1 and a1 is equal to 8. Now let, what is our assumption? Let an is equal to c into r power n is the solution of any recurrence relation of order 2. We are assuming that an is equal to c into r power n is the solution, where c is not equal to 0 and r is not equal to 0. Now substitute this an value in equation 1. An instead of, in the place of an we have to write c into r power n. In the place of an minus 1 we have to write c into r power n minus 1. In the place of an minus 2 we have to write c into r power n minus 2. Now see here, we are substituting those values. After simplification, c into r power n 1 plus 1 by r minus 6 by r square is equal to 0. Because this expression is not equal to 0, we have to equate this one is equal to 0. Therefore r square plus r minus 6 is equal to 0. Here this is called the characteristic equation of the given recurrence relation. Now which is a quadratic equation in R, we have to find the roots. Right, by factorization, r square plus 3r minus 2r minus 6 is equal to 0. We are taking r as a common element, r into r plus 3, here minus 2 we are taking common, r plus 3 we are getting. If you multiplying inside minus 2r minus 6 only, now here r plus 3 is common, r plus 3 into r minus 2. If you equate it to 0, if you will get r is equal to 2 and r is equal to minus 3. Therefore the roots are 2 and minus 3. Here the roots are real numbers but those are not equal. That means the given recurrence relation has real and distinct roots. Right, the roots are real and distinct, or you can say the roots are real and unequal. Right, now the solution, in general solution we can write here now, where c in an is equal to c into r power n, where r1 is equal to 2 power n, r2 is equal to minus 3 power n. These are the two linearly independent solutions. Our aim is to find the general solution. Now the general solution is nothing but an is equal to some arbitrary constant into first root power n plus arbitrary constant into second root power n. Here the first root is 2 power n, second root is minus 3 power n, where c1 and c2 are the arbitrary constant. Now this is called general solution of the given recurrence relation. Now here an is equal to c1 into 2 power n plus c2 into minus 3 power n is the general solution, but we don't know these arbitrary constant values. But already in the problem given that given initial conditions are given to you. Those initial conditions are boundary conditions are a0 is equal to a0 is equal to minus 1 and a1 is equal to 8. That means if you put n is equal to 0 here, a0 is equal to c1 into 2 to the power of 0 plus c2 into minus 3 to the power of 0. That means a0 is equal to c1 into something power 0 is 1, something power 0 is 1. Therefore c1 plus c2 is equal to a0, where a0 is equal to minus 1. Call that equation number 3. Put n is equal to 1 in this equation. A1 is equal to C1 into 2 power 1 plus C2 into minus 3 power 1. Now if you simplify this one, 2 power 1 is 2, 2C1 minus 3 power 1 is minus 3 into C2 is minus 3C2. 2C2 minus 2C1 minus 3C2 is equal to A1, but A1 is given as 8. Therefore 2C1 minus 3C2 is equal to 8. Solving the equations 3 and 4, you will get C1 is equal to 1, C2 is equal to minus 2. Here in the rough explanation, now C1 plus C2 is equal to minus 1, 2C1 minus 3C2 is equal to 8. Now if you equation multiplied by 3, 3C1 plus 3C2 is equal to minus 3. On adding, these two gets cancelled, right? Now 5C1, 3C1 plus 2C1 is 5C1. Minus 3 plus 8 is 5 only. Therefore C1 is equal to 5 by 5, that is 1. Now if you substitute C1 is equal to 1 here, C2 is equal to minus 1, that is minus 2. Right? Now we got the arbitrary constant C1 and C2 values, substitute in that equation. Therefore An is equal to 1 into 2 to the power of n plus minus 2 into 3 power minus n. That is, the general solution of the given recurrence relation is An is equal to 2 power n minus 2 into minus 3 power n is the general solution, or you can say unique solution of the given recurrence relation. Next one, important problem. First problem is also important. The concept is very important. Here the problem is important problem. Solve the recurrence relation fn plus 1 2 is equal to fn plus 1 plus fn, where n greater than or equal to 0 and f of 0 is equal to 0 and f of 1 is equal to 1. Here one second order linear recurrence relation is given to you, but the notation is in f. Right? Now fn plus 2 is equal to fn plus 1 plus fn, where n greater than or equal to 0. Initial conditions are f0 is equal to 0, f1 is equal to 1. Now let fn is equal to c into r power n is the solution of given recurrence relation. That means if you substitute fn is equal to c into r power n in the given equation, it reduces to an identity. Same as in the case of above problem, we are substituting those values. C into r power n plus 2 is equal to c into r power n plus 1 plus c into r power n is r power n, comma n greater than or equal to 0, comma. Right, we are solving this equation. We are taking c into r power n as common. R square minus r minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore r square minus r minus 1 is equal to 0. Since c is not equal to 0, r is not equal to 0. Because this expression is not equal to 0, this we have to equate this to 0. Now here the characteristic equation is r square minus r minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the characteristic equation of the given recurrence relation. Now this characteristic equation is a second order quadratic equation, or you can say second degree equation in R. Now it has two roots. Now this one we cannot solve by using traditional methods. Therefore we have to use the formula. The formula is minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a formula we are applying. Right? Minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now here minus b value is minus 1 plus or minus b square is minus 1 whole square minus 4 into a means coefficient of r square is 1, constant means minus 1. Right? If you simplify this one, r is equal to minus of minus 1 is 1 plus or minus 1 whole square is 1, 4 into minus 1 is plus 4, therefore plus 4 whole by 2. Now 1 plus or minus root 5 by 2. Therefore the roots are 1 plus root 5 by 2, another one is 1 minus root 5 by 2. These are the two roots and these are real numbers and both are not equal. That means the roots are real and distinct. In this case the general solution will be fn is equal to c1 into some arbitrary constant into first root power n plus c2 into second root power n. Right? 1 plus root 2 by 2 whole power n, 1 plus root 5 by 2 whole power n plus c2 into 1 minus root 5 by 2 whole power n, where c1 and c2 are arbitrary constants. Now we have to find those constant. Here initial conditions are given to you. F naught is equal to 0 and F1 is equal to 1. Now here I put n is equal to 0 in this one. F naught is equal to C1 into, this is C1 into 1 plus root 5 by 2 whole power 0 plus C2 into 1 minus root 5 by 2 whole power 0. F naught value is 0, C1 into 1, because something power 0 is 1, C1 plus C2 is equal to 0. Put n is equal to 1, you will get this relation 1 plus root 5 by 2 whole power 1 C2 into 1 minus root 5 by 2 whole power 1, that means C into this one plus C2 into this one is equal to 1, since F1 is 1. Since F1 is equal to 1. Now solve these two equations. You will get C1 is equal to 1 by root 5 and C2 is equal to minus 1 by root 5. Now you can solve this one. C1 plus C2 is equal to 0, whereas C1 into 1 plus root 5 by 2 plus C2 into 1 minus root 5 by 2 is equal to 1, no? Right. This entire thing is multiplied by 1 plus root 5 by 2. If you subtract these two, gets cancelled. Now C2 common, 1 plus root 5 by 2, 1 minus root 5 by 2. If you, this one, what you will get? See, by taking LCM, here C1 is equal to 1 by root 5 and C2 is equal to minus 1 by root 5. If you solve these two equations, you will get C1 and C2 values. Substitute those values in the general equation. Fn is equal to 1 by, C1 is 1 by root 5 into 1 plus root 5 by 2 whole power n minus 1 by root 5. C2 is minus 1 by root 5, no? 1 minus root 5 by 2 whole power n. Now Fn is equal to 1 by root 5, we are taking common. Here 1 plus root 5 by 2 whole power n minus 1 minus root 5 by 2 whole power n, whole thing into 1 by root 5. Therefore this is the solution of, or unique solution of, given recurrence relation. This is called a Fibonacci relation, right? In the next class we'll discuss about this one, about this problem.